Coming up, 4 action heroes in a league of their own. Action League Now, next, here on Nicktoons. Don't move. Jimmy Neutron's up next, right here on Nicktoons. They're walking and talking and all grown up. Next, right here on Nicktoons. Prepare for some serious airbending action. Avatar: The Last Airbender is coming up next, right here on Nicktoons. Hey, don't move! Otis and his friends are back at the barnyard. Next, right here on Nicktoons. Up next, Rudy's got the chalk, and anything can happen. Chalk Zone is next, right here on Nicktoons. Don't move a molecule. Danny Phantom is up next, right here on Nicktoons. It's time for 2 twisted twins. Edgar and Ellen coming up next, right here on Nicktoons. El Tigre is up next. In Espanol, El Tigre al regreso, right here on Nicktoons. Coming up, Wishes with the Fishes. The Fairly Odd Parents is next, right here on Nicktoons. Get ready for a brain freeze. Fanboy and Chum Chum is up next, right here on Nicktoons. Coming up, 4 reasons to keep watching. Fantastic Four, World's Greatest Heroes, next, right here on Nicktoons. Change the channel and you're toast. Iron Man Armored Adventures is coming up next, right here on Nicktoons. Coming up, he's the biggest star in Tokyo. Kappa Mikey is up next, right here on Nicktoons. Don't go away. Coming up next, Vendetta shares the recipe for making fiends, right here on Nicktoons. Stick around. The Mighty Bee is buzzing your way next, right here on Nicktoons. Keep it right here for burgers, burps, and who knows what else. Mr. Meaty is next, right here on Nicktoons. I wouldn't move if I were you. My Life as a Teenage Robot is coming up next, right here on Nicktoons. Keep it here and chill. The Penguins of Madagascar is coming up next on Nicktoons. Coming up, an animation celebration. Random Cartoons is next, right here on Nicktoons. Stick around. Ren and Stimpy is coming up next, right here on Nicktoons. Lights, camera, Ricky. Ricky Sprocket, Showbiz Boy, is coming up next, right here on Nicktoons. Brace yourself. Rocket Power is next, right here on Nicktoons. Tommy Pickles and the gang are crawling your way. It's Rugrats, next, right here on Nicktoons. The Secret Show is coming up next, right here on Nicktoons. Don't go away. Speed Racer is next in line. Speed Racer, the next generation, coming up next, right here on Nicktoons. Get ready. SpongeBob SquarePants is up next, right here on Nicktoons. Don't go away. Tak is up next, and the Juju just keeps getting stronger. Tak and the Power of Juju, next, here on Nicktoons. It's time to save Chinatown and the world. 3 Delivery is next, right here on Nicktoons. How about a school that's 30 stories high? It's Wayside, up next, here on Nicktoons. It's time to save the world, mutant style. Wolverine of the X-Men is coming up next, right here on Nicktoons. Want more action? Another episode of Action League Now is up next, right here on Nicktoons. We're going back to the lab for more inventions. Another episode of Jimmy Neutron's next, right here on Nicktoons. Stay right there for more All Grown Up. Another episode is next, right here on Nicktoons. Stay tuned for more gravity-defying adventures. Avatar: The Last Airbender is up next, right here on Nicktoons. Don't go away. More Back at the Barnyard is up next, here on Nicktoons. Want to spend more time inside the Chalk Zone? Another episode is coming up next, right here on Nicktoons. Go Ghost again. Danny is back for more. Another episode of Danny Phantoms up next, right here on Nicktoons. More evil antics with Edgar and Ellen are coming up. Another episode is next, here on Nicktoons. More adventures with Manny are coming your way. Mas El Tigre is next on Nicktoons. Bueno. Wish you could see more? Done. Another episode of The Fairly Odd Parents is up next, right here on Nicktoons. Coming up, more fun with Fanboy and his chummy sidekick, Fanboy and Chum Chum, next, right here on Nicktoons. Flame on! More adventures with Fantastic Four World's Greatest Heroes are coming up next, right here on Nicktoons. Stay right there. Even more adventures with Iron Man coming up next, right here on Nicktoons. Spend more time with Papa Mikey. Another episode is up next, here on Nicktoons. We're getting even more fiendish. Another episode of Making Fiends is up next, right here on Nicktoons. Don't move. There's a bee on your screen, and she's staying for more. Another episode of The Mighty Bee is up next, right here on Nicktoons. Stick around for more Meats at the Mall. Another episode of Mr. Meaty is up next, right here on Nicktoons. Stay right there. My Life as a Teenage Robot is coming back for more. Another episode is up next, right here on Nicktoons. Not ready to leave the zoo? More Penguins of Madagascar is up next, right here on Nicktoons. Stick around and get even more random. Another episode of Random Cartoons is up next, right here on Nicktoons. There's more to come with another Ren and Stimpy. Up next, right here on Nicktoons. Ricky Sprocket, Showbiz Boy, keeps rolling. Another episode is up next, right here on Nicktoons. Hang on tight. There's more rocket power coming your way next, right here on Nicktoons. Next, more fun with Chucky, Tommy, Phil, and Lil. More Rugrats coming up next, right here on Nicktoons. There are more secrets to come. Another episode of The Secret Show is next, right here on Nicktoons. Stay tuned for even more speed. Another episode of Speed Racer: The Next Generation is up next, right here on Nicktoons. Can't get enough of your favorite sponge? More SpongeBob SquarePants is up next, right here on Nicktoons. Up next, more Tack and the Power of Juju. Back-to-back Tack. right here on Nicktoons. Ready for more Karate Kickin' action? Another 3 delivery is up next, right here on Nicktoons. We're back for more at Winside. Another episode is up next, right here on Nicktoons. Mutant Power continues. Wolverine and the X-Men are back for more, right here on Nicktoons.